What's up, anatomy nerds? My name is Nick. I'm a third-year Doctor of Physical Therapy student in sunny Southern California. I'm coming to you live today from my couch to talk to you about weird hand anatomy. So, if you know me from my podcast Anatomy Bites, which you can find, hint, hint, nod, nod, on any podcast platform, check it out. You might know me as someone who loves to talk about weird stuff, specifically anatomy of the human body and the things that you can do with it, right? I talk a lot on the podcast about origins, insertions, innervations, and actions of muscles. And today we're going to do something a little bit different because, again, we're on video, so why not get a little hands-on? God, it's a pun. Sorry, that was horrible. Yeah, we're going to talk about weird hand anatomy, and I have a live demonstration here ready for you that you can follow along with. And I gotta say, I know this model pretty well because it's me. You guys, it's me. I have some really weird crap going on with my hands, which I've learned since being in PT school. I have a few congenital anomalies, I guess we could say politely. But it's kind of cool because then I can show you what they are and you get a live demo. So I'm going to talk to you today about a muscle that you may have never heard of before because it's of absolutely no use to humans in this day and age, and therefore we have evolved out of it. In fact, this muscle, which is called Palmaris Longus, is a muscle that a small percentage of our population actually doesn't have. It was a muscle that was much more useful in quadrupeds. So, once we got off of all fours and became bipedal humans, we actually really kind of stopped needing it.
Okay, hold the phone. Except in tendon graft surgery. They can use it if you cut another tendon in half, all right? So slow your roll.
It is a muscle that tenses the palmar fascia. So there you go. I figure why not show you what it's like to see somebody without this muscle and then compare it to somebody who actually does have the muscle, right? And I can do both of those myself because I have one in one arm and not in the other. So let's get hands-on. God, I'm sorry about that. And talk about some weird hand anatomy and do a surface demonstration together. You can find out if you also do not or do have a palmaris longus by following along. Let's go. So we're going to start on the side that actually does have the palmaris longus tendon, which will make it easier to see on the other side that I don't have it. So follow along, roll up your sleeves, let's do this. You're going to expose your forearms. So again, roll up those sleeves. And what I want you to do first is to make the motion of opposition, which is bringing your thumb and your pinky together. Now, I have pretty visible tendons, so on me it's pretty easy to see. On different bodies, it might be slightly different. But when you do opposition, you're gonna see first and foremost a pretty big tendon on this radial side, and this is your Flexor Radialis. You can make it pop out a little bit more by doing a little bit more flexion or by even giving some resistance here. And actually, the palmaris longus tendon is right next to it medially. If I move my wrist a certain way, you can see it pop in. But really, when it really comes up nice and bright for you is when I add that bit of resistance. So it is a smaller tendon. It is not as round as the Flexor Radialis on that radial side, but it is there, and you can, sorry if this is gross, but you can separate them under the skin to make them more visible. So this is palmaris longus and this is Flexor Radialis. See that? Right there. Add some resistance and there it is. Now, moving on to the other side. So this is my left hand. We're going to go ahead and do that motion of opposition again. And again, you can see a tendon popping up right here. And again, this is the Flexor Radialis. If I do a bit of motion into wrist flexion, it pops in a little bit bigger, especially flexion and some radial deviation. You can see it. But when I kind of turn my forearm from side to side, doesn't really have that little buddy right next to it on the medial side. If I give it a little bit of resistance, try to pop it out more, nope. Just flexor carpi radialis on that superficial aspect. Of course, there's tons more tendons going into the hand that are deeper, right? But we do not see a palmaris longus, just flexor carpi radialis. Kind of weird, right? Let's see if I can get both of them together so you have that perspective. Let's see if I can make them both pop out. So 2 in this one, 1 in this one. Weird hand anatomy. So, did you have one? I gotta know. Let me know in the comments if you have a palmaris longus or if you don't, or if you're 50-50 like me. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know what you think. We'll be back in the future with some more weird anatomy. Have a great day. See you later.